Okay. Good morning, बच्चों. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Durga Prasad, Kavita, Rutvika, Hussein, Sanjana, Manish. Good morning. Swati. Good morning. I am fine. How are you all? Maybe you are all occupied with your work, with your career building right now. Farida, good morning. Sahiti, good morning. You all are busy with your career building. Okay, I know it looked difficult, na? Career building, career, NEET. Okay, so my suggestion to you is, if at all it is easy for you, it is possible for you, because saying something and doing something they are two different ends. But if at all you can do, then next is my promise. You can just focus on the weekend test. You prepare for the weekend test. Don't prepare for the NEET examination. Just prepare for the weekend test. And my promise to you is, automatically your NEET preparation will be done. And remember that no one is ever 100% prepared. No one at all, not even rank 1. No one. This is a rule that no one is ever. You can just recall when you got highest marks in any test and when you got lesser marks. In the highest marks also, then it was not that examination when before the examination you say all my ticks are there, all green ticks are there. No, it's not like that. Some ticks done and some ticks left. Right. Every time try to increase the number of ticks. So this should be there. So don't worry about. It's like such a good thing which Buddha has once said, and I'm finding the relevance of his teaching in exactly our NEET preparation, not only for you but for also for us, because we have to prepare a batch, we have to complete the syllabus. So we never think of completing the syllabus, we think of the completing the weekend. As you go weekend, and the whole syllabus will be done. Same is your way. You can also think like that. So the Buddha, asked some followers to cross the village in the night time, and they say that in the morning you reach there, and then there is a gospel there, some speech there where they have to, like Anand was one of them, who was a very senior guy in his community. He said you have to take that. So people asked, Anand was very senior. People asked, it is night time, Buddha. If it is possible, we can go tomorrow morning. Is it fine? Right? Or we can start early morning, 5:30, so that, well, no, I'm having a lantern. No? I'm giving you a lantern, but lantern, and there's a whole village. Well, okay, you have to, at one time, you have to just put one step only. Right? So when you're putting your step, for that, what visualization required? Just the next 1 feet or 2 feet. And for that, this lantern is enough. You just see the next, where to keep the next step. I am telling you the way. So this is the same passage going there. So why you want to see the end of the village? Why you want so many light, so much of light here? If you are able to see the next step, makes sense. Same thing here. Why you are worried about completing the whole syllabus and preparation and all? Just keep on preparing for every weekend, these tests which are coming, like face, pace, space, these 3 type of tests. sorry. Good morning, bachcho. Good morning. Yeah, sorry, I mean it was in standby mode. Good morning, Ramu, Rutvika, Prakash, Blessy. Everyone, good morning. Now tell me, what was the thing that we were doing? Shyam, Pula, good morning. Aishwarya, good morning. And Sudhir, good morning. Now in the last class, I think we started with the earthworm now. Earthworm. Okay, don't you feel that, I'm pushing too much of earthworm? Actually, when we have to target this much, we actually cover this much. I mean, like when the target is this much, we have to cover this much. There is always, what do you call that? Parabola effect. Excretory system, we have to start with. Excretory system, very good. Excretory system of earthworm. Number one, what is the excretory organ in earthworm? Excretory organs are, yes, they are called nephridia. Metanephridia, they are advanced nephridia. Why I am calling them metanephridia? Because protonephridia is a basic type of nephridia and they are metanephridia organ. First thing that you have to remember this. Second thing is, what is the main nitrogenous waste? What is the main nitrogenous waste in earthworm? Who will tell me? Come on. What is the main nitrogenous waste? Uric acid? No, beta. Shyam? No. Not uric acid. I think I pronounce your name correctly. Is it Shyam or Siam? Maybe. Yes, it is urea. Very good. It is urea. Main nitrogenous waste is urea. For heaven's sake. These are ureotelic animals. For heaven's sake, they become monotelic in special condition. Only special condition they become monotelic. Maybe, when the waterlogged condition is there on a very rainy day. Okay, then they become a monotelic. But if you have to write one, you can write that only they are ureotelic. That's why I'm only writing urea there. So no uric acid, nothing. Right. Someone who is living in moist soil, why it will be uric acid? Right. And it is a detrivorous animal, such a big mouth it has got, and it is just consuming the dead and decaying part, dead and decaying leaves. Okay. And there is no perspiration also in this animal. Then why there is a need of uric acid even? Okay, but so waste is urea, and in special conditions they became monotelic. In flooding conditions, flooding, when the water flooding takes place, or maybe in a very rainy day, they became. But then ureotelic, it should be your answer. Now coming to the nephridia, how many types of nephridia they have? Answer is, sir, they have got 3 types of nephridia. Sir, they have got 3 types of nephridia. What are those types? Number 1, sir, you can remember them by SIP. SIP. So S stands for septal nephridia. Septal. I stands for integumentary. Integumentary nephridia. And pharyngeal. Pharyngeal nephridia, SIP. 3 types of nephridia: septal, integumentary, pharyngeal. Okay, and I think septal matlab they are present in the septum. What is septum? Septum means a partition. It's a partition. Septum means a partition. You know that there are metameres in this animal, metameres, and in between 2 metameres there is a septum here, which is a partition, and on this septum there are nephridia. On this septum there are nephridia, as you can see this one like this. Okay, these are called septal nephridia, and both the side, also this side also, they are called septal nephridia. And they start from segment number 15 and 16. So the first one is the septum between 15 and 16, then 16 and 17, then 17 and 18, and then up to the last. Okay, I hope you understand the meaning of a septum. You understand that? That's why we are putting septal as between 15 and 16 and up to the last septum, up to the last septum. Last septum will be between the last and second last segments. Integumentary nephridia, yes please, integumentary. Integumentary nephridia present all over the body except in, tell me except in which two? Sorry. Tell me, I gave the answer, sorry. In which segments integumentary nephridia are absent? Otherwise, they are present all over the body. Integumentary nephridia. What happened? Connection has been. Yes, Durga, your answer is correct. Except in 1 and 2. Very good. Except in 1 and 2, integumentary nephridia are present all over the body. So we can remember that from third segment to the last segment. From the third to the last segment. And my question was not that it is present in which segment. I said except in. So answer is 1 and 2. Except 1 and 2 segment, integumentary nephridia are present in all the segments. Okay, now please remember that in case of the segment or clitellar segments, in clitellar segments, the number is very high. The number of integumentary nephridia is very high. Okay, please remember in clitellar segments, the number of integumentary nephridia is very high. The number is very high number, and therefore that is known as forest of nephridia. So please remember that forest of nephridia is in the clitellar segment. Question is, where is the forest of nephridia? Answer is the clitellar segment. And why it is called forest? Because the number is very high. So which nephridia number or which nephridia is present in this region? Your answer should be, it is yes, more than 2000. Yes, good. Your answer should be that it is an integumentary nephridia. Forest is formed only by one nephridia called integumentary nephridia. Forest is formed by only integumentary nephridia. Pharyngeal nephridia, they are present in 3 segments. Can you please tell me? Yes, please. Okay, my question is not this. My question is, in which segment pharynx is present? Pharynx. In which segment pharynx is present? Pharynx. In segment number 4. Very good, Vinay. Very good, Prakash. I think your name is Prakash only. Very good, Sajid. 4th segment. Abhi, very good. 4th segment. Pharynx is present. And pharyngeal nephridia are present in 3 segments, starting from fourth and 2 more consecutive segments until 5th and also in the 6th segment. Pharyngeal. Okay. Now, once you know that 3 type, then you have to know where do they open up. And then this completes our discussion about excretory system. Septal nephridia, where they open up? Come on, any idea? Where they open into? They open into dash. Yes, they open into. Yes, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Very good. This is Amritanand. Sorry, Amritanand. Strong gaming. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Very good. I think there is a delay happening somewhere. Yes. So now the answer of 4, 5, 6 is coming. Very good. So, yes, intestine, Shyam. I'll take your answer. It is opening into intestines. Yes, very good, Shyam. They open into intestine. Integumentary nephridia, where they open up? They are present on the body surface. Very good. They are present on the body surface. So where they open up? Integumentary. If it is too fast, then it will be body surface. Very good. So integumentary nephridia open. They open on body surface. Open on body surface. I don't have a space there. I'm writing here. Don't worry. Pharyngeal nephridia. They open into which segments? Or they open where? My question is, where do pharyngeal nephridia open up? Yes, your answer is correct. Pujita and Murgana. Bal Murgan. Intestine. Intestine is for which one? Intestine is for septal one. Integumentary ka open into body surface. Pharyngeal. Please answer pharyngeal. Where do pharyngeal nephridia open? No one has given the answer. It might be you have given the answer, but it might not have come to me. So I can only say that no one has given. That means, because I think there is a delay. Sudhir Babu, na beta, intestine nahi hai. They don't open into the intestine. 4, 5, 6, there is no intestine in segment 4, 5 and 6. So which part is present there? Yes, buccal cavity and pharynx. Very good. So they open into buccal cavity and pharynx. Buccal cavity and pharynx. 4, 5, 6, they open into buccal cavity and pharynx. Now, if I ask you one question, let me just check. Which one is opening into buccal cavity? I am giving you one hint that out of 4, 5 and 6, only one open into buccal cavity. My question is, which one open into buccal cavity? If it is so easy, I would not have asked. Not fourth. Not fourth. You have the book with you, and you should have. Book is there. You can see. Yes, Sudhir Babu, your answer is correct. The sixth one open into buccal cavity. It all depends on the tube, the duct. If they have a longer duct, they can open into front region. So the sixth one open into buccal cavity, and the remaining two open into pharynx. The sixth one open into buccal cavity. Okay, bachu. So please remember, that's about the excretory system. A very quick revision about excretory system, excretory organ. Okay, you can say nephridia. The excretory waste is urea. They are ureotelic animal, but in water-logged condition or rainy season, they become monotelic. The nephridia, 3 types of nephridia. So nephridia types, 3 types: SIP, septal, integumentary, pharyngeal. Septal nephridia present from 15, 16 to last. Integumentary 3rd to last. Pharyngeal 4, 5, 6. Septal nephridia open into intestine. If they open into intestine, then integumentary nephridia open on the body surface, and pharyngeal nephridia open into buccal cavity and pharynx. So 2 of them are opening into alimentary canal, and one is opening on the body surface. The one that open on the body surface can be called exonephric, and the one that open into the alimentary canal can be called enteronephric. Okay, just leave it. Okay, leave this point. Just remember this much. If you remember this much, my promise to you, your excretory system is over. You need not to do anything else other than this. Next question. Okay, after excretory organ, I think we have completed the digestive completed, and circulatory complete. Circulatory, I think I complete circulatory also. Respiratory also I complete. Just one word on respiratory organ. They don't have an organ, the surface, and circulatory also done, complete. Okay, circulatory complete, very good. So I have to start with the nervous system, and I'll discuss the nervous system. The nervous system is very, very easy here. So nervous, including sensory. In this only I will discuss about the sensory system. Okay. So their brain, what is their brain? and the brain is the suprapharyngeal nephridia, suprapharyngeal ganglia. Okay, I hope everyone know the meaning of ganglia and everyone know the meaning of nerve. Okay, or so you know that a neuron is having a fiber. A neuron is having projection. Every nerve cell, it has got small projections and the long projection. The longest of them is called axon. Axon, also called fiber, and this is the axon or fiber, and this is the cell body, right? Basic idea. In general nervous system, right, you will have the cluster of cell body. So a place where cell bodies will form a cluster, okay? Cell bodies form a cluster, and from this cluster the fibers are coming. Okay? But this is a cluster of cell body. In some places, even the fibers have become, they have merged together, okay? For example, the cell bodies may not be forming a cluster, but their fibers have really come together and they form a bunch. They don't join as blood vessel, but they all remain separate only, but they form a bunch. Oh, okay, a bundle, okay, bunch. So this is known as ganglia. This is called ganglia, the cell body, collection of cell body. This is called ganglia, and this is known as the nerve, and this is called ganglia, or ganglion. Okay, one है ना, so ganglion. Plural of ganglion is ganglia, and a cluster of fiber. This is a fiber, na? This is a fiber or axon. When all these axons, these are actually axons or fibers, okay, all of them, and when they form a bunch, it is called a nerve. Basic idea, you got it? But remember that when we study the nervous system, at that time I will tell you that this ganglia and nerve, these terms are only used in the central nervous system, or only used in the peripheral nervous system. Only in peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system in human beings. Nervous system, okay? These are used only in peripheral nervous system in higher animals. In higher animals, the term like ganglia, the term like nerves, okay, for this they are used only for ganglia and nerves in higher animal. Ganglia and nerves are only used in peripheral nervous system. Ganglia and nerves are used in peripheral nervous system only. This is the correct English. In the central nervous system, they have different terms. But for lower animal, it is done. It is done because they don't have this much of differentiation. If we can say ganglia and nerve. I hope now you understand when we say a nerve or a ganglia. So brain is represented by suprapharyngeal ganglia. This is a dorsal ganglia. It is dorsal in position, and it is above the pharynx. Suprapharyngeal above the pharynx. But exactly it is this is present in segment number 3. It is present in the third segment. Exactly, it is present in the third segment. Okay, so you know that the suprapharyngeal, and just imagine one thing. Now these are the segments. Okay, segments. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments are there. Okay, and in this segment, the alimentary canal is there. So you know that between 1 and 3, you have the buccal cavity, and then the 4th segment, there is a pharynx. After that, you have the esophagus. You know the buccal cavity, then you have the pharynx, and then after that you have the esophagus, okay? That you know, right? Till here, all points clear. First segment, okay? Second, third, this is the fourth segment. Now, when we say subpharyngeal means below the pharynx. Subpharyngeal ganglia is here. The subpharyngeal ganglia is here. Subpharyngeal ganglia, okay, is here. And suprapharyngeal should be here. Suprapharyngeal should be here, okay? Because the subpharyngeal is actually here, the suprapharyngeal is actually shifted little bit here. This is a suprapharyngeal one. You understand the point? So that's the reason in the third segment you will find the dorsal ganglia, and the fourth segment is the subpharyngeal ganglia. Okay, in the third segment is the dorsal ganglia or cerebral ganglia. This is the cerebral ganglia. Cerebral ganglia or ganglion, sorry, because there are so many ganglia. And this is subpharyngeal ganglia, okay? And then these are interconnected. So these are the connectives. And you know that who connect? Nerves, okay? And nerve matlab cluster of or bunch of fibers, okay? So you can see the nerve. This is the nerve ring actually. Nerve ring. So nerve ring is little inclined. It is not exactly perpendicular to the ground. It is little inclined. And now there are a paired ganglia in each segment. And these ganglia are connected by. Now, bachcho, because we are seeing it from the side. I'm not able to make the other one. Okay. If I make the other one, it will be a wrong diagram, and you will not be able to really visualize it. So this is the interganglia connective, the one that connect the ganglia. And you know what is this? This is the nerve cord only. So the nerve cord is formed by the structure that connect the ganglia. Okay? And this nerve cord is double, and therefore each and every ganglia is also paired. Okay? This is a nerve cord, and these are segmental ganglia. And both are paired. In every ganglia, the nerve cord, pair of nerve cords, and in every segment, there is a pair of segments, a pair of ganglia. In every segment, these all are segments. All segments. I hope you understand all segments. These are all segments. This is a fourth segment. So third and fourth. This ring is formed in third and fourth segments. This is called the nerve ring. You can see this ring-like structure is called nerve ring. The ring-like structure is called nerve ring. This is nerve ring. And can you tell me what structure is here? What structure? This is prostomium. You know that this structure is called prostomium. From the prostomium, many nerves arise. So these are the sensory regions, cell bodies, and from here many nerves arise, and they go and they terminate in the dorsal ganglia. You can see that they all terminate in the dorsal ganglia. Some of them even they terminate in the nerve ring. but most of them terminate in the dorsal ganglia. You can see how much of sensory structure is this one. It's a very, very sensory structure. This one is a very sensory structure, which is called prostomium. From it, many sensory nerves are arising. Many sensory nerves are arising. And these are all sensory nerves, okay? These are all sensory nerves, sensory nerves, sensory nerves. And motor nerves arise from motor nerves. So motor nerves arise from this region. Motor nerves arise from this region, and now they are coming to different parts of the body. They are even going to the mouth. They are going to different part of the mouth. They are going to this region. Okay, motor nerves. So generally, sensory nerves in the supra-pharyngeal ganglia, mostly the sensory nerves are connected to them, and the motor nerves are connected to the subpharyngeal ganglia. The suprapharyngeal ganglia is also called cerebral ganglia, and because it is called cerebral ganglia, it can also be simply called brain. Okay, it is dorsal in position, as you can see, and this can also be called as suprapharyngeal ganglia. Suprapharyngeal ganglia. After the class, when you scan it, okay, when you scan it, once you have prepared the topic, after that you can just go through these pages, okay, and make sure that each and every word you are understanding. And for that, how you can go through. For example, you will open this PDF. Okay, how you open the PDF? Once you, I think PDF or not PDF exactly, you will open in some other app. And then, okay, nervous system, brain, suprapharyngeal, understand, ganglia, third segment, present in the third segment, okay. Like that, in each and every word, make sure you have ran your finger on each and every word. Okay, prostomium, sensory nerves, motor nerves, okay, nerve ring, and double ventral nerve cord, and these are segmental ganglia. Okay, these are segmental ganglia, segmental ganglia. Segmental ganglia. Okay, these are, and from segmental ganglia, segmental nerves arise. These are segmental nerves. These are segmental nerves. I think I will write here nerves, so otherwise it will be confusing to have it come. Segmental nerves. These are segmental nerves arising from it. Some nerves also arise here. Some nerves going in front. Okay. Some nerves arise here. Some nerves, segmental nerves. I think now you have some clarity about the nervous system. So from my side, I will summarize the nervous system. The nervous system comprises of two structures. One is the nerve ring and one is the double ventral nerve cord. So it has made up of two structures. One is the nerve ring, and the other structure is a double ventral solid nerve cords. Okay, so nerve cords plus nerve cords connect segmental ganglia. Nerve cords connect segmental ganglia, and from each segmental ganglia, segmental nerves arise. This is the basic idea of the nervous system. So what happens is the nerve cord, it is coming from the backwards in the anterior region, in the fourth, from the fourth, it just bifurcate. You can see the nerve cord has divided into two. It bifurcate, divide into two, and then take a turn around the pharynx. It has taken a turn around the pharynx and then join the cerebral ganglia dorsally. The only ganglia dorsal in position is the cerebral ganglia or suprapharyngeal ganglia. Supra means above the pharynx, okay? It joins to this one and this forms the nerve ring. Now, many sensory organs are here, and the question is, the point is, many sensations are being taken from here and sent to the brain. Now, the brain understands them, and accordingly, the motor neurons or the motor responses are being generated. So we can say that there is an integration. The motor responses are actually based on the sensory stimuli. Once again, the motor responses based on the sensory stimuli, or once again, the sensory stimuli and the motor responses are integrated by the nerve in the rings. In the ring, the nerve in the ring. Once again, listen. The motor response, the sensory response, the sensory stimuli and the motor responses are integrated by the nerve in the rings. Integrated. I hope you understand when we say integrating the sensory and motor, or one of the functions of the nervous system in animal is integrating. Okay. So what they integrate? They integrate both the way the body responds to the way the body receives stimuli. Okay. So responses are based on the stimuli. Okay, you understand? Where I am touching? I am touching on plus. Okay, so how do my hand know this is plus? I see plus. My eyes sense this. My eyes are receptors. And this color plus sign is a stimulus for them. And then my brain understands that to make the next page, I have to touch on the plus. So my brain has actually integrated. My brain has integrated the sensory stimulus with my motor response. Understood? Got it? Okay. I have completed 80% syllabus and I am scoring 700 in my part test constantly. Can I score 700 plus in my NEET examination? Please reply. Antadia, beta, during the class shall I? Antadia, I will give you my number. You can talk to me because right now other students are there, na? So I'm giving you my number. I'm giving you my number. A topic is going on. I cannot stop and answer to the questions because so many students are there. They have their different chats. You are scoring 700 plus, okay, and you are asking my confirmation. Confirmation, automatically your brain has got the confirmation, and the day your brain gets the confirmation, you need not to ask anyone. You just see your responses in different tests, and don't stop anywhere. If you stop anywhere, the 700 can go down to any number. So you need not to stop anywhere, right? So I'm ready to help you out even for this query also. But I've given you my number. You can contact on this number. Maybe preferably in the evening time, maybe like after 7:30 or so, when we are over with the work. So beta, this is a nervous system, and I have given you the meaning of the word integrated, and I have also explained you how the textbook has really explained this. People understand the nervous system, but people get confused in the NCERT language, okay? And they just only use them. But if you don't have a literature, this can be confusing at times. For a person who has really concentrated here very, very strongly, okay, so for them it is not a big problem. Otherwise, there can be a problem. That is the reason always we say keep your NCERT book open or use your NCERT book first and then you can see them. Okay. So structural organization, structural organization in animals. This is a file which I am opening, and I will explain the NCERT lines, how it says that the nerve cord in the anterior region in segment 3 and 4 bifurcate and join the suprapharyngeal ganglia. That language people find difficult to understand. Generally, there are two parts, nerve ring and nerve cord. Okay, but this language I am taking you to that place. Here we go. Nervous system is basically represented by ganglia arranged segment-wise. on the ventral paired nerve cord. Ganglia, that means pair of ganglia arranged segment-wise in each segment on the ventral paired nerve cord. The nerve cord in the anterior region, third and the fourth segment, bifurcate laterally, encircling the pharynx and join the cerebral ganglia dorsally to form a nerve ring. The suprapharyngeal ganglia can be called as cerebral ganglia. Therefore, we are calling it as brain. Okay. So, encircling the pharynx and join the cerebral ganglia dorsally to form the nerve ring. The cerebral ganglia, along with other nerves in the ring, cerebral ganglia and the nerves in the ring integrate sensory inputs as well as command muscular responses of the body. Integrate sensory input. So sensory input, and then according to that, command muscular responses of the body. This is actually the meaning of integration. And there is another picture, which is a very good picture. You can see this one. So there is a nerve ring here. You can see a nerve ring, and this is a nerve cord. And this is third segment, and this one is the fourth segment. Third segment and fourth segment. In the third segment, there is suprapharyngeal ganglia. In the fourth segment, there is subpharyngeal ganglia. And then there is a nerve ring here, nerve ring. And you can see that prostomium, how much sensory it is. Lot of nerves are there. Lot of nerves which are there. These are sensory nerves arising from the prostomium, and they are coming to the brain. Okay, and also the motor part. So the mouth get the motor response from the later part. This whole is a very important region because most of the sensory organs or sensory cells are located in the anterior part of the body. Okay, bacho, I hope it is clear. So this is a very, very good diagram, and these are segmental ganglia. Yes, they are paired, ganglia. And you can see these are segmental nerves. All these are segmental nerve, segmental ganglia. Okay, and you can see this one also, and also you can refer to the board because that is where you have really understood by your teacher point by point. Okay. Okay, done. So nervous system is done, bacho. After that, first of all, I should delete this because it is going. I think nervous system, then we have the sensory system and sensory structures. So what are the different sensory structures present here? Let me tell you. Number one, you have there are no eyes. Eyes are absent. Okay, so eyes are absent, but photoreceptors are present. But photoreceptors are present. Now this looks paradoxical that eyes are absent as such, but some photoreceptors are present, which means that it can sense the light, but there is no image formation. That means it can sense the light. It can sense light. Particularly, it can sense the changing intensity of light. It can sense changing intensity of light. Changing intensity of light. But there is no image formation. No image formation. Is the point clear to you? Got it? No image formation. In the arthropoda, next phylum, we find that even the image is formed in the insecta. You have got the mosaic image is formed, but here right now, there is no image formation. Can we cut, if we cut it into half? Yes, it can. Eyes. What a question. Eyes are absent, but photoreceptors are present. Then we have got other receptors. There are touch receptors, but more important than that, there are chemoreceptors. Okay, so there are chemoreceptors. Okay, chemoreceptors, or we can say the taste receptors present. chemoreceptors present, taste receptors present. It has got touch receptors present. So what does this touch receptor actually sense? They can sense the vibration of ground, vibrations of ground. They can sense the vibrations of ground, vibrations of ground, vibrations of ground. Okay, bachcho, that's a sensory system. Eyes are absent, photoreceptors present. Sense, it can sense. These photoreceptors can sense changing intensity of light, but there is no image formation. Chemoreceptors or taste receptors are present, and touch receptors, which can sense the vibration of the ground, are also present. Most of these are located in the anterior parts of the body. Remember that they are mainly located in the anterior parts of the body. Anterior parts of the body. This can be given as a statement that, or as a question also, that most of the sensory structures are located in the anterior part or located in the posterior part or equally present everywhere or totally absent. They are not totally absent, they are present, but and mainly located in the anterior parts of the body. They are mainly located. Okay, so that's about the sensory organs, and that completes the nervous system as well. You can see this one, nervous system complete, and now next one is the reproductive system. Shall we start? Reproductive. Okay, let us begin with the reproductive system. Reproductive. Reproductive system. Earthworms are monoecious, dioecious. They are hermaphrodites. Oblique. Monosexual, bisexual, or unisexual, bisexual. Uni or bi? Okay, I take it as monoecious. Yes, they are bisexual. Very good. They are bisexual. Bisexual. In one body, both the sex organs bisex in one body. Both the sex organs are present in the one body. Such organisms are called monoecious, or such animals are called hermaphrodite animals. Okay. Now, please remember that the fertilization, these are the standard questions. The fertilization in this animal is external. External fertilization. The development is direct development. Fertilization external, development is direct. Okay, what else we should know about them? Fertilization external, development is direct. They are monoecious, and in fertilization you should remember that they have cross fertilization present. Cross fertilization. Now this can be your doubt, कि sir, they are monoecious. They are monoecious, that means both the sex organs are in the same body, both the type of gametes, sperms and ovum, are formed in the same body. Then why or who is preventing their self-fertilization? Why not self-fertilization? Question is, why not self-fertilization? Why not self-fertilization? Come on, tell me the answer. Anyone who knows the reason? Yes. Juxtaposition. The position of their organs. Okay, it makes sense. But why not? Nature has given in the same body also. There is something called protandry. Protandry. Their earthworms are protandrous. Earthworms are protandrous. What is protandry? Proto means first, andro means male. The male reproductive organs. This is the answer to this question. This is the answer to this question. Okay? Protandry means the male reproductive organs, they mature earlier than the female reproductive organs. Okay? Answer is the male reproductive organs. Or what are those male reproductive? Tell me. What are those male reproductive? Testes. Yes. We can say simply that testes mature earlier than ovaries. So what happens that in one body, both the sex organs are not developed at the same time. In one body, both are not developed in the same time. Right? There is a seasonal difference. So what happens that there is a little delay in maturation of the ovaries, and that's the reason there is a cross fertilization, because by the time in the body of one earthworm, its testes are mature, at that time ovaries are not mature. So what happens that but sperm production has begun. In all these worms, sperm production begun. Okay. So in all the worms, let me make all these worms. Okay. I'm just giving you some visualization. There are many worms, and we can see we can show the worms by, this is the collar. In all these worms, okay, their testes have become mature, and also they started producing sperms, right? So at this time, they can only exchange their sperms. Right? In this season, they can only exchange their sperms. Okay, and that is the reason we have cross fertilization. Because if the ovum is not there, then who will get fertilized by the sperm? So what happens that in the nature it is evolved that they can exchange their sperms. So the sperms of one enter into the spermatheca of other. For example, this is called worm A, this is called worm B. After their copulation, sperms of A and B, they swap or they are exchanged. There is a mutual exchange. The proper language is there is a mutual exchange of sperms between A and B. If A and B are in coitus or copulation, there is a mutual exchange of sperm between A and B, which means that when the copulation is over, please focus here, which means that when the copulation is over and suppose A remain in Vijayawada and B go to Guntur, suppose, right? So what happens that in the spermatheca of A, the sperms are loaded, and in the spermatheca of A, the sperms of B are loaded, okay? So the sperms of B are loaded here, and the spermatheca of B, कहाँ गया spermatheca ये रहा, okay? Anterior end में होता है ना? Here, what are loaded are the sperms of A. Here, sperms of A are loaded. You know that the spermatheca receive the sperm after copulation. The testes produce the sperms. Sperms come out from segment 18. There are one pair of male genital pores. From those pores, the sperms come out, and then they are made. They become so close to each other that the sperms enter into the spermatheca of the other worm in copulation. So even if they can become a part, as I just gave one joke type of thing, that A remain in Vijayawada, B go to Guntur, then also the work is done. Okay, then this copulation task is over. After some days, when the ovaries mature, then the egg of A are produced, and the egg of A is fertilized by the sperms of B. Similarly, the eggs of B are fertilized by the sperms of A. Am I clear to you? Right? The eggs of A are fertilized by the sperms of B, and the eggs of B are fertilized by the sperms of A. Now, therefore, this is called cross fertilization. Hope this makes sense. Okay, let us remove this one, otherwise it is giving a wrong impression. Only two. So two worms in copulation, they were in copulation, and after copulation now they have separated. A has gone somewhere, B has gone somewhere, but still they are carrying mutual sperms. Are you guys with me? Okay, so far with me, you will understand. And if we get we can say picture, it will be easy for us to see that. Well, let me first write how we have to learn. After knowing this, then we go to, and this is just what is the meaning of prot entry and what is the outcome of prot entry and what actually happens and what is actually cross fertilization. What is cross fertilization also on this page I have explained. Next page, let us start with the male reproductive system. Let me start with the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system. Male reproductive system. Now the male reproductive organs or the male gonads. Can you tell me what are gonads? Yes, answer with yourself. What are gonads? I will hear from that side only. I will hear, don't worry. What are gonads? Yes, you are right. What are gonads? Gamete producing organs, right? You said the same thing. Gonads are the primary sex organs. Same thing, no problem. The primary sex organs or the gamete producing organs, same thing. So gonads are the primary sex organs. In the males, the gonads are testes, okay? Then accessory structures or organs, accessory organs, we have got seminal vesicles. Testes are two pairs. Seminal vesicle, two pairs. After that, spermiducal funnel. Again, they are two pairs. Then vasa differentia. Singular one is vas deferens. Vas deferens, singular. Vasa differentia. How many? Two pairs. Okay. Then prostate glands. First of all, pair बता दें, ठीक है? After that, accessory glands. How many? Two pairs. Prostate glands. How many? Two pairs. One pair. This is a one pair. Only two in number, one pair. Prostate glands are one pair. Prostate glands. Before that, from testes to accessory organs like the spermiducal funnel, two pairs, vasa differentia, accessory glands, all two pairs. Okay? And what else we can think of? Prostate is one pair. Then male male genital pore or pores, one pair. Male genital pores, one pair. Before that, I can write here the genital papillae. Yes, genital papillae. I'll write here genital papillae. Genital papillae. They are also two pairs. Genital papillae, two pairs. Two pairs. So one pair are only prostate glands, one pair, and male genital pore, one pair. Testes also two pairs. Testes, where these testes are present, the testes are present now segment. Let us write the segments now. Come on. You can recall, yes, be louder, I can hear you. Testes, segment 11 and 12. Very good. Segment 11 and 12. Can you tell me spermiducal funnel, segment 11 and 12. Segment 11 and 12. Vas deferens, they start from 11 and 12, but where is that accessory organ? Seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles are one down, that means between 12, one pair in 12 and one pair in 13, 12 and 13. Seminal vesicles are, ये गड़बड़ हो गया यार. Sorry. 10 and 11, 11 and 12, and spermiducal funnel also 10 and 11. Please, pardon. 10, 11, 10, 11, 11, 12. 10, 11 is the testes, spermiducal funnel, same 10, 11. Vasa differentia begin from spermiducal funnel, and there are two pairs. Accessory glands, two pairs. One pair is in 17 and one pair is in 19. Genital papillae, two pairs. One pair is in 17, one pair is in 19, one pair is in 17, and one pair is in 19. Same genital papillae and accessory glands. Prostate is one pair, that is from 17 to 20. 17 to 20. From 17 to 20. Okay, so they are irregular. So no one will ask about the prostate gland. Male genital pore. This is segment number 18. So the male reproductive system, you have to remember only these numbers. 10, 11, 10, 11. Many things are 10, 11. Then one is down, 11, 12. Accessory glands and genital papillae same, 17 and 19. And male genital pores, which already you know, they are in 18. I hope, bachcho, this is the final summary that we have to remember. Okay, done. Now, let us understand that what is a testicular sac and what is a testes, where are they located. So, to show that, I'll make some parts, okay. This is 9th and 10th. Now similarly, this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We can make some more like 18, 19 and 20. We are done. 18, 19 and 20. Male will complete here only. Okay, fine. Let us begin with the testes. One pair of testes here, one pair of testes here, and one pair of testes here. One pair of testes here. Each testis is located inside a testicular bag or testicular sac. Each testis is located inside a testicular bag or testicular sac. Okay, so let me make one testicular bag here and one testicular bag here. One testicular bag here, one testicular bag here. Are you guys with me so far? Very good. Now I have to show you the seminal vesicles. One pair of seminal vesicle is in 11. One pair of seminal vesicle is in 11, and one pair of seminal vesicle is in segment 12. Is in 12. One pair of seminal vesicle is in 11, and one pair of seminal vesicle is in 12. So these vesicle these are SV, seminal vesicle. Orange thing that you see here, these are testes. Testes. What is this? Testicular sac, a testicular bag, and both of them are seminal vesicles. These seminal vesicles are internally connected with the testicular sac. They are internally connected with the testicular sac. For example, this one is connected to this one, and this one is connected to this one. They are internally connected like this. So they have a connection. Things from the first testicular sac can come into the seminal vesicle of 11, and things from the testicular sac in 11 can come into the seminal vesicle of 12. And similarly, the things which come in the seminal vesicle, they can again go back into the testicular sac. Okay, so these are a pair of testes, and pair of testes, also testes, and these are testicular sacs, and these are testes, two pairs. This already I have written, okay? So how many testicular sacs are there? Two. In one testicular sac, one pair of testes are there. Then you have got 4 vas deferens, and the beginning of each vas deferens occurs as spermiducal funnel. So there is one spermiducal funnel here, one spermiducal funnel here, one spermiducal funnel here, one spermiducal funnel here, and one spermiducal funnel here. Each of them will give rise to vas deferens. So this one give rise to vas deferens. This is one vas deferens. This one is another vas deferens. You can see the pair of vas deferens. You can make out the pair of vas deferens here. Okay. Similarly, one vas deferens can be seen here. One vas deferens. And one more vas deferens you can clearly see here. Vas deferens coming from the spermiducal funnel and going, and they are actually going into the prostate gland. They are going into the prostate gland. So you can just show orbit, not exactly into which segment. You can just show them orbit coming here and just orbit. Coming here and then they are hidden. So they don't ask you where they come. You can just say that they come into the prostate gland. That's it. Okay. एक ही बनाओ यार, एक सा बनाओ. From 17 to 20, there are prostate gland. Irregular prostate glands are here. Irregular prostate glands are here, so we need not to show till where it really comes. And irregular prostate glands are here also. We need not to show from where they come. Prostate glands, irregular prostate glands. Prostate gland produce a secretion which provide nutrition to the sperms. This is all about the male reproductive system. All organs I have labeled. I will explain it further. These are the vas deferens. These are vas or vasa differentia, vasa differentia. Okay, and these are prostates. Okay, I'll label this is prostate, and this is also prostate. One prostate is here, one prostate is here. Then there are accessory glands. Accessory glands are here. So one pair of accessory glands are in 17, one pair of accessory glands are in 17, and one pair of accessory glands are there in 19. One pair of accessory glands are there in 19. And so these red things are accessory glands. And you all know what are these yellow things that I am showing here. One opening here and one opening here. You all know what are these, and these are the opening of male genital pore. And male genital pore, and what is this? This is common spermatic duct. This is called common spermatic duct. The yellow thing is common spermatic duct. Common spermatic duct. And this one is the male genital pore. One side, male genital pore. And these are accessory glands. Accessory glands. These are also accessory glands. Accessory glands. So diagram is complete. On the next turn, I will explain you what happens, and very important structure of seminal vesicle. They are very important. In fact, they are more important than testes. They are more important than testes. So you remind me, sir, you have to say something about the seminal vesicle. They are more important than testes. Why you were saying like that? It's very important. And well, that's about the male reproductive system. And sir, what all open into this common prostatic duct. So what all come inside this common prostatic duct. Okay, so how many total ducts are there? When you are saying common, that means there are some more than one duct it is having. That means more than one duct it is having. When you are saying common duct, that means it is having more than one duct. So what are those ducts that are present inside this, and what are those ducts that are present inside this one? Okay, so these are the common prostatic ducts. Okay, bachcho, this is your male. I have tried to make almost technically correct diagram. Okay, male reproductive 10 to 20 are involved. I'm now sharing this to you. Remind me, sir, you have to explain something. Okay, you have drawn the diagram, but final summary of male reproductive structures that you have to share, sir. Please remind me. Okay, guys. So this is all from my side today. Let's meet on the next turn. Goodbye. Take care. I'll also take a picture for my own reference. You know, when you take a picture, you can see some link is coming down. That link I'm talking about, this link, if you touch this link, then a different, this will open up. And as you can see that, these are, when I just touched the link, all the things, I think you can see this one now. Okay. So all these open up. All these open up. The last diagram that I drew, this one, you can see the last diagram that I drew. Okay. So like that you can also do. You can just scan this and you can open where it is opening up. Okay, bachcho, all the very best. God bless you. Bye-bye. Take care. Pen drive.